I mean, my thing is, is that I actually wanted to see a lot of. I honestly still think till this day, in my opinion, when they first brought out the game and like they said straight up, oh yeah, you know, we're gonna bring out this DLC to be DLC to like be be crappy, like they bring out a half game that a lot of people were saying from day one. They were like, yeah, this game is actually worth $20. They don't have a lot of characters, and then it's like, to me, I'm like, why did they bring out the Ruby cast if the Ruby cast was just gonna be behind DLC? Like they said straight up, oh yeah, let's bring Ruby characters out, and they only brought out four Ruby characters. I was like, the hell is this? You have a whole roster of every other character, and then you just decided, oh yeah, we're gonna bring out like two Ruby characters, put the other two behind a paywall DLC, and voila, here's the money. Which I just looked at it, I was like, that is pathetic. I'm sorry to say. Yeah, the game actually felt laggy too. The game felt laggy. I don't know why, but it's, I don't know. I don't know. The game. Yeah, they fixed a lot of stuff. I mean, um, that and the other Blaze Blue game. Yeah, like that. First impressions are always a lot. Look. Oh shit. Alright, so Nook Cove. There's a trophy here that we must collect. So we have to complete Nook Cove without killing any rats. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. Ooh. Like the gears a bomb. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie to you, when I first started playing Guilty Gear, the first Guilty Gear I ever played was XR Third. That's the first Guilty Gear I played, XR Third. I was like, damn, this game is nice. I was like, oh crap, that game is really nice. It's cool as this, as that. I was like, damn, this is beautiful. And then I actually started playing more XR Third. And then I played like with Leo Whitefang and them, and I was like, oh wow, this game is actually really good. I died. And you know, that's how I got into Guilty Gear was XR Third. Oh yeah. So basically, my first Guilty Gear game was XR Third for the PlayStation 3. That's how I first got into like Guilty Gear. Did I have any? I think I did have some Mortal Kombat games and stuff that I used to play too. I mean, oh my gosh, one of my friends almost judged me for having a Mortal Kombat. For like having Mortal Kombat 9 be my first Mortal Kombat. I was like, yeah, but I did play most of the HD remakes and it was good. Ah, man. I know the feels.
Keep up the good work, Spyro. I expect Nat's
Oh
really
no.
starting to worry about you.
I'd be shaking in my Nork boots if I were him.
Okay. So. I don't think there's a way to do any of this also. Damn it. Yeah, but that's I could imagine that being the hardest thing. And Guilty Gear had a lot of games in the past. I don't want to kill these rats. They made a rule not to kill rats. They made a rule not to kill the rats. Move out of my way, you rats. I gotta complete this level without killing any of the rats. Oh my lord, why are you here? Go away. Okay. Damn it. Yeah. Does she always have like the one arm thing missing? I'm dead. She always used to have one arm, or was that like, yeah, one arm, one eye? Okay. I never used to look at that character. It's like, now when I looked at it as Strive, I was like, wait, did this character always had one arm and one eye? I don't know, man. That one arm, one eye thing is just, oh gosh, what the hell just happened in that? What just happened there? Bam. She's originally a Ronin. Rip off Kenshin? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know about that. Oh, wow, this guy. That's cool. Guess he thought they were female Your female had him hit. Made him as a hidden boss because at the time small company, what's the harm, really lucked out because when they found out Kenshin was a male, oh sweet, it was not copyright infringement then. Oh, I see. That's interesting. That's really interesting to know. I mean, would it really be copyright infringement if you think about it? But I mean, yeah, it's really hard for everything to like pass the copyright infringement stable in today's world. Like a Roni Kenshin? I gotta see the original then.
I never thought I'd be rescued, especially by such a little dragon. What I mean is, I always believed in you, Spyro.
You gotta believe.
How much did I gonna say? Okay, 400. Let me see. And B. Yeah. Oh, it does. Oh my gosh, it does look like. Yo, really? It does. It does look a lot like. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How did they not yo, they got away with that? That's crazy. I mean, yeah, that's luck, because if they would have made it a male, if they would have made Viking a male, oh lord, that'd have been it. That'd have been it. That would like be the only one thing that would have stopped the oh shit. Can you move? Let's move. Shit. Okay. No actress was endangered in this gameplay. Composer and director products were put together. Very gender positive. Testament was non-biased and skilled to give X at least. You know, actually, funny thing is that Testament is actually. Testament always did strike me as an interesting character when I saw them in the first Guilty Gear. Literally shouted at everyone who complained about Testament gender neutral tone Strive. They would have been that way. They've been in Strive. They've been that way for 20 years. Yeah, calm down. Nah, but you. No. But I understand. No. First of all, I'm gonna say I understand. Because I don't know nothing about fighting games, okay? Fighting game characters. So when I see something like that of a character I don't know about, I don't jump on this. Oh no, you're just doing this to please these other people type thing. No, because I know jack shit of the character. And you see, the funny thing is that people were saying that from the beginning on like Twitter when people were screaming about that. They were like, oh, you're making this character this for this reason and that reason and the third reason. And I'm just like, I mean, to be honest, I have never seen the character in my life, so I cannot Fantastic. Nice. I complete. Yeah, well, he wasn't. I mean, yep, 400 or 400, that's good. I'm almost done with the platinum. I thought this one was gonna be kind of hard, but oh well. The dice key is too cracked. To be honest, oh, that's cool. You do this whole fighting game knowledge thing which is crazy. You just look up all these fighting game characters and stuff. Like, I mean, I look up the lore for most of the stuff that interests me too. Since he was a bit shy, he would cut it all of his lines drunk. Oh gosh. Yeah, Soul Bad Guy is part self-inserted in all the arts inspired by JoJo Bizarre Adventure. Wow, that is interesting to know. Alright, let me go. Okay, I'm gonna stop this for a minute. I'm gonna go take a quick little bathroom break. When I come back, I gotta finish off this game. But that's interesting to know, honestly. But you know, to be honest, I always looked at Soul Bad Guy, and in my mind, I never said this out loud, but in my mind, he always looked like a little. I was always thinking maybe he looks like a JoJo character because I've seen some of JoJo and I'm like, he looks like he could be in JoJo. And that whole transformation he got could be his stand. Hold on, give me a minute. Back. My knees are still shut though. Ooh. That's just JoJo sign. It's not a rapid punch, it's a single punch, but still. He shouts yada yada days, and he's in a super unique. Ah, that's interesting. There are a lot of things that gets me though when I'm listening to most of all that stuff that they go about. It's like I always wondered something too. Since you know more about this than me, Lexi, was Bridget always transgender or like what was the story about Bridget? Because that was another thing that Twitter, no, that's a new thing, but she showed signs. Hey man, listen, as long as you show signs, it's okay. Screw it. Destroy 6 gears in thing. Shit. Yeah. You know, to be honest, as long as you show signs, it's okay. But that's another thing people was just going crazy about. They were like, oh my gosh. That is hard as hell. I think I'm gonna die in this stage a lot. No, that's actually cool, you know. Let's punish. I see. Damn it, I died. Isn't it so physically viewed negatively? Gotta destroy 6 gears. Yeah, trust me. You do not want to say something like that in these. Oh my gosh. You are behind me? Yeah, trust me. There's a lot of different terms in this world. It's just a bunch of nope.
Thank you for rescuing me.
Yeah. On another side note, you've got to be kidding me with this guy. Oh, you just had Nisha? Oh yeah, this is why, trust me when I say this, I want to let you know on something before this even thing. I do not get behind any of that stuff when doing gaming. Because makes the game tasteless.
Be on the lookout for North Commandos, Spyro.
They better be on the lookout for me.
There's rats somewhere on here, isn't it? I don't see any rats. Yeah, it's way too much drama. I mean, okay, look, not getting into this whole thing, but there was actually a scene that I actually was that, oh my gosh, they was talking about Bridges' character, and I was like, nah, they please stop, please. Oh, within? Yeah, there's a lot of that. I just don't, honestly, me personally, I don't follow it within it, because the only one thing that I did follow that one time on, no, I didn't follow it, but I did read it on Microsoft on Edge, because somebody posted on it. They were like, oh yeah, you know, they're gonna like something about these guys trying to like separate each other and stuff. I'm like, okay, I need to figure this out. Hold on, must find out how to destroy it. Don't you feel sometimes there's drama in everything? Let me see. There's supposed to be a card over here for gear. There's drama in everything these days, man. It's like you can't get away from the drama. The drama lives in everything. Like, and it's so funny. It's like when you say one thing, you don't know what you said, but it's like everybody comes after you. Yeah. Social media works in that way, in that favor. Oh my gosh, I keep on forgetting social media used to. Social media runs a good majority of the world. Like a lot of celebrities and famous. What the hell happened there? Oh my gosh! I just phased through that wall. The hell? Okay. Like a lot of celebrities and stuff have to be careful. Like I mean, not even celebrities in general. Yeah. I didn't know there was a crack in the bridge. I should have just jumped. Oh well. They live in your lawn. I'm trying to find these gears. That's why sometimes when you're on social media, you gotta like watch what you say, because any like wrong moves or wrong steps could get you in a world of hurt, in a world of trouble. Got it. Whee! That's right. I'm trying to live my life and not on the edge, on the careful side of stuff, where I have a protective pillow for it to protect me. Yeah, I know that. I got an idea. I got an idea. This is how I'm gonna break the next bridge. So I'm gonna break that chest. I'm dead. There's no way to get out of that water. I lived my years, my 28 years in the old school 1990s where it's like people used to just not give a damn. I honestly would never speedrun a game in my life. There's 3 gears. There's another gear somewhere. There's another one right there. I didn't know. That's 2. Oh, that's 3 over there. Okay. Mind you, even if you don't feel that way. A lot of people say they didn't care about the 1990s. Reality, people was they cared. They're just ignoring who got hurt by things in it. Yeah, true. Oh no. We don't even. You're gonna bring okay no. You're gonna bring something up like that. All right, I'm gonna bring it. Like back in the day, let me say something. And trust me, you might be either in shock or in awe, or you might just be like, I'm not surprised when I tell you this. Let me tell you something. When I was a wee little lad, when I was a kid, when I was like, what? Yeah, a child. Even in middle school, I never honestly sat there and played a rated M game. My mom was strict on what I played. She was like, it's either you play Crash Bandicoot or Mario or Banjo or something, you know? We didn't get the whole like Call of Duty, Mortal Kombat. It's like, nah. Yeah, I never had, yeah. Yeah, I never got to play Conker's Bad Fur Day. I didn't have a rated immature childhood game, but I'm not mad. I don't sit here and I'm not mad. Like, I mean, I could just go out there these days and buy the games and just play them again and have fun, you know? I could go out there and find me a version of Conker's Bad Fur Day. What's like I mostly mean in the context. Well, actually, I was thinking more like Conker's 64. No, I was thinking the 64 version of it. There's 2 more gears. Yeah, there's 2 more gears in this whole place. Oh yeah, so, oh really? It was bad? I mean, I'm kind of surprised. That's surprising. Really? Oh my goodness. It was that crazy? It was that. Well, damn. I'm glad I didn't miss much when I was a kid then. Shit! I love falling. I love like not paying attention and falling. I hate these guys so much. It was censored more than the 64 version, despite claiming otherwise at one point. I see. Okay, the last gear is up there. Damn it, I died. I think I manual. I'm gonna kill him. A manual aimed up. Oh my gosh. Man, I think I'm glad I never played Conkers then, because as a kid, I think I would have honestly thrown that game into the pile of just games never to play again until I'm older. I honestly might have thrown that game into that pile. That pile would have been the games. Did I not touch the others? So wait, how do I know if I can go achievement? So I'm missing one. But I had all of them. Oh, don't tell me I'm missing one. Every time I know. At the time everyone I know who play the game just use a bunch of cheats. They could sneak past Nintendo anything they could have turned off. The lava monster being upset with you just for using a bad word. I mean, look, the thing about it is you're not supposed to make video games hard, okay? That's not the ideal thing. Like, oh my gosh. I say in retrospect, I'm sorry to say this, but bridges will burn, but I mean, you burn the bridges harder than anyone else. I mean, that person burnt the bridges harder than anyone else. Yeah. No. I think that, yeah, you should respect people's, like, opinions on how you make the games and stuff, but when you make a game very hard to the point where it's like, someone actually has to sit there and be like, okay. For sure, yeah. It's like, look, listen to this, right? I'm gonna say Crash. I'm seriously gonna say Crash as Crash Bandicoot 1. But that game was really hard. That game was hard. Like, the original Get Together was decided at the time of releasing. In part as a response to games being made simpler. That's interesting. So it was still hard, but in a good way. I mean, I mean, I will actually say this for the insta kill back then would take both rounds worth of stocks. Oh, okay. That's interesting because I would have said Crash, but the thing about it is that these guys learned their lesson from Crash 1. They said, yeah, we're gonna. Oh. So they just spammed insta kill whenever they had the chance. Nasty knock. Oh crap, okay. So here's the thing. I'm almost done with the achievements. I got only one more, so I gotta get Nasty Knock to complete 5 laps. Okay, let's do this, guys. Almost done with this game. Almost done with the platinum for this game. So I got a question. What made that game? So that's the game that was hard, but in a good way. I mean, when you think about it, yeah, that's actually when I think about it, it could be hard. It's hard, but I mean, I guess it's in a good way. Yep. Yeah. One more thing that made it look hard. As a console-only title, so it have frame skipping. Now, why in a good way? Yeah. It just the CPU and yes, the CPU. And the boss is unfair. But from every single let's see such a thing. But from every single character was designed to be somewhat levels of broken in a good way. The characters. Damn, that's actually interesting. That's interesting. Can you open this with this? get most of the stuff for this. Even the worst character in the game, like crazy to pick up on. Well, that's interesting. Thanks to games like that, which made me realize I'm playing with hard games doing not only what challenge of them. Yeah, that is true. Well, that's actually true. Like, that's why it's like sometimes when I play Souls games, I see it as more of a rewarding thing. I see it more as a rewarding thing than a bad thing, because sometimes, yeah, it could be punishing, it could be bad, it could be awful, but when you actually beat it, it's like rewarding. You see, I will say something though. The game that actually reminds me mostly of Conker's Bad Fur Day was actually the first Crash Bandicoot. Now, the thing is that they didn't make Crash very, very hard to play through by itself, except the bridges part, especially the high road. When I was a kid, I almost threw my controller out the window because F that bridge. I walked across it. I walked the rope. I think you could walk the rope back then. I forgot. But the thing about it is that the intentional difficulty, I believe, came from the gems, where you had to complete a level and not die in the game, which was somewhat hard. I think it fell under the umbrella of they tested it themselves so much it actually got too good. Yeah, so, you know, to 100% it, they were like, yeah, this looks easy to 100%, and they must have ran off with it. No, and I could understand it. That's right, Crash 1, getting 100% in the original Crash Bandicoot 1 was really, really hard compared to getting 100% in the other two, because the difficulty of not dying in most of the stages is just really, really hard. And I was like, okay, I guess that's it, but it wasn't that bad. I think I made him do 3 laps already. Yeah, I think I made him do 3 laps already. Oh man. And see, but that's the thing. I'm personally, this is why I live with my opinion of games back then. Oh man, there was no such thing. Like, you see, this is the thing. I think people now, they just was like, okay, well, we released this game, it's okay, we'll just patch it and give people a notice with a patch and all this other stuff and blah 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 blah. And it's like, okay, games back then, if you made a shit game, yeah, don't be surprised when people rip you a new one for your shitty game. Like, for example, a lot of people could just say, oh well, Conker's Bad Fur Day, let's bring that example up. Don't say it. E.T. What does that mean? Nah, but it's my opinion. It's just my thing. I look, I'm like, okay. But a lot of these games. Oh, don't say Atari, the Atari ET. Oh, hell no. No, I ain't bringing that up. Nope. That game. Atari? No. That game crashed the gaming industry. That game crashed the gaming industry. And it was not funny how it did it. It wasn't funny. The ET's defense, it was a masterpiece. But I actually seen people talk about it, but they say it crashed the gaming industry, but a lot of people, but you see the thing about it is that a lot of, got him. Let me see. I think the thing about, you know, he literally made the whole game in less than a week with zero knowledge of what the movie was. Other than that, some cliff notes someone gave him. I mean, to be honest, honestly, a lot of people was saying with the way how Atari was making their games back in the day, people was like, yeah, these games are way too advanced for their time. Even like people were saying that about Sega and stuff. They're like, yeah, they were making games way too ahead of their time. That's what made games like, huh? How am I getting these two? I mean, I can't even hate it because I never played it. But people was like, oh yeah, well, this game is this and the game is that and the game is a third. I'm like, okay. I mean, but when people really get into it, they were like, yeah, Atari made a lot of these futuristic games that was hits way before its time. That's actually cool to know that he had nothing. My gosh. But I wasn't gonna bring up Atari. I wasn't gonna bring up ET. I would say the one game I'd bring up is Crash Transanity. I mean, I did try to do a birthday stream for that game, but the game just honestly glitched out on me and I wasn't able to do a lot to it. I was like, and it was like, they had so much good ideas. When I was reading the beta for that game, they were like, yeah, they had so much good ideas, like, but they didn't want to copy off of I think at the time they didn't want to copy off of Ratchet and Clank, so they were like, yeah. There was something in the notes that people was talking about. They were like, yeah, we didn't want to copy off of Ratchet and Clank or something, and they were like, speaking of betas that were better than final releases, I mean, Superman 64. Yeah, that game. Nope, that game. I think that game, honestly, people don't talk about that game. I think people who buy that game, they're like, yeah, this game was trash. Like, if I really want to bring up a game, I could be like Superman 64. Over it, all of it. That's a game that wasn't the developer's fault though. You know, for some reason, why? That's the thing I don't, oh my gosh, that's the thing I don't get about these people these days, man. Like, how do you kill this guy? Knock, come back here. Nasty. Get your ass back here. Stop running from me. Stop running. Do I really have to trace you to Kingdom Come just to kill you? I guess I do. I guess I do have to chase you to Kingdom Come just to kill you. I hate this game. I gotta start move in the beginning again. Come here, you. Nah, come here. I'm honestly about to beat your ass. But from what I see from Superman 64, it's just... So explain to me something. What's with the whole you've got to solve my maze again? If you want to help your friends, you must solve my maze. Like, I've seen people play Superman 64. I was like, yeah, this game, I think as a child, it would have built my short attention span for all video games. I would have never played a game again. I'm like, oh my gosh, how long do we have to do this for? This year, I don't really like my content to develop. No. I don't understand, man. It's just. But that's the result that I say. It's every, like, these games today, people get off easy with most of these games because you get development time. It's easier to do stuff. It's like, oh well, you know, back like. I always have feelings that sometimes it's like when people publish stuff, it's like it like makes sense. Resulting in the most stage than any other stage. Not gonna lie. Yeah, but there's a lot of people that had these deadlines and stuff for developers, oh, I almost ran off that cliff. I didn't stop myself, I would have ran off that cliff and died. Did I win?
You're toast, Nork.
Yay! I won.
Sorry I took so long. Almost forgot about you guys.
What about Ganasty Ganork?
Nasty Nork is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Yeah.
Well, mostly. I've still got some treasure to find.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
Well, that's Spyro 1. Yeah, but I said a lot. The thing about it is that's why I bring up the fact about this whole process of development and stuff. Because it's like, to me, I feel like I don't say development. I don't blame a lot of people. I sometimes don't know who to blame in situations like that, but that's why I say stuff like, you see, these people, people, they could just do updates and stuff these days just to protect their game franchise and image. I would say developers, I want to say thing, but look, it all comes down to who's who. And it's like, I think a lot of people hated the fact that a lot of these producers, developers, everybody in general, that's the same people that made Crash. I think that's the same people that made Crash. Yeah, they made Sega, or they made Toy Story. Oh yeah, they made Toy Story 2. Crash to Insanity? Yeah, they made the Wrath of Cortex. Wrath of Cortex wasn't that bad. No, they made Toy Story. They made a lot of games. They made a lot of Lego games. No, it wasn't. Oh, they made Toy Story 2. I love Toy Story 2. Travel the Chairs. Titus. Who's Titus? Titus. Incredible Crisis, Superman cancel. Superman was gonna come on the PlayStation, but they were like, oh hell no, don't bring that shit here. Yeah, 1997 they bought us Superman 64. They had a lot of good ones. Top Gun, Barbarian, RoboCop. I don't know most of these games. It seems good. Don't know for sure. Dick Tracy. They bought a Dick Tracy. I think I know. I think I heard of the Dick Tracy game. Yeah, but that's what I say. It's like a lot of things is like these days, I feel like they get off a little at the short end of the stick because they're like, oh yeah, we could just quick. How are we gonna make this game any better? Oh well, it's easy. So what do you want us to do? Let's just do an update. That's why sometimes I don't see the $60 logo as a logo. I just see it as the whole $70 thing. It's just, I mean, people don't play it like they push out updates hoping nobody noticed. Yeah, I think they would, but I don't know if it would be day 0, day 1, day 3. Yeah, you couldn't. Yeah, that's the thing. There was no downloaded fixes. But if they did have updates, they did have updates. But it's not like these days where it's just like everybody is just, it's just, you know, trust me, I've seen this Red Blood game. Oh yeah, that's what they did. I remember Crash Simulation, they had some stuff in there, and it was like they had some funny voice packs and stuff, and it was like wait, and then the creators found out that, oh shit, wait, listen to me, shit, we had some leftover voice lines and we had all this stuff. It's like, quick, we gotta stop the prints. It's too late. It's already shipped out. They shipped the first couple of games, and they're like, oh okay, we'll have to do it in the next set. And I guess maybe that caused a lot of heat and tension and stuff like that, because it's really interesting. So either yeah, you HOD it into the next set, hope nobody notices and asks for a refund, or you don't do it and hold on to the files. I mean, but or don't do it and toss the files. Well, depending on how bad it was. That's a whole thing. It's like depending on how bad the game was at the time. It's like, shit, we made this game so bad, broken. We have to fix it. Too late, man. We already shipped like a million copies already. A million out of the whole world, like 120 million. Yeah, I kind of figured, because you know a lot of people would hold on to the assets just for reasons and purpose that maybe the next game they could actually fix it up. You used to toss assets after the game was done. That bit him in the ass in Final Fantasy VII forwarding processing just a few years down the line. Yeah, I guess see, that's the thing with porting. You gotta be careful what you're doing, because if you throw out something you don't need, you need really badly, you're gonna come back to bite you in the ass. But you know. Yeah, so I guess it actively changes, so now they have to just keep this. They keep assets everywhere. They don't even look back at it. The OG PC port was literally a complete remake. Oh damn. One, two, three, four, five. I'm surprised that they would do something like that though. Like, but I don't know. That's what I always think is like, yeah, games back then, I think they used to cost $60 or something. Oh man, that they would throw out a lot of stuff. Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, this is reasons why yeah, but this is, I mean, honestly speaking, this is reasons why I say games should have just relatively cheap. Yeah, they're expensive now because it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna just bring out these games and it's gonna be $70. I mean, and most of these games it's not even worth the $70 franchise of as it is. Like, honestly, people want to bash on a game like Forspoken. Here's what I tell you. Here's what I tell you. You want to bash on a game like Forspoken. Forspoken is not the best game there is, but I think it's a good game. Do I think it's worth the $70 price tag? Hell no, it's not worth the $70 price tag. It was a game, and it was not a bad game, but it wasn't the greatest game. It was a good game. my definition of good was you're not bad, but you're not the best game that I could play. You're just there was good. But I think it's good. It's a good game. But for the price of $70, no thank you. You should have made it at least 50 or 60. At least $50 for that whole game. You know? Nintendo looked at this whole thing. I mean, look, I feel like it was middling, not outright enjoyable. Trust me, I will not lie to you. I think it would. I think honestly, it would. It would have had a different story. Maybe it would have had better dialogue. I'm not gonna lie, the dialogue for most of the times it's like it's interesting sometimes, but it's like they, to me, when you run around the thing, I mean, yeah, but that's the reason why I think Square Enix just focuses on. Would have forgave it more if it wasn't for the fact. I mean, yeah, to be honest, yep. For some reason, it's like Square Enix tries to do something new and nobody likes it. And then it's like they make 15 more Final Fantasy games and people's like, yes, this is what we want from you, Square Enix. This is what we want. We want more, 15 more Final Fantasy games. Don't tell me anything. We need more Final Fantasy. Like, I think it was a good game. For the price tag, hell no. $70? Nope. I actually do want to play the Valkyrie game too. To be fair, we do need more Final Fantasy. Sorry, I mean, I mean, to be honest, I'm not passionate about Final Fantasy. Yeah, but it's really, really good. You know, it's really, really good. It's really, really great. It's an amazing standalone game, and I think honestly, they should have taken some of the aspects of Final Fantasy and yeah. But you see, that's the thing though. I was thinking about. I was thinking, so why did Forspoken flop? Why did Valkyrie's Elysium apparently flop? Because nobody talks about Valkyrie's Elysium. Nobody talks about Forspoken. It's like these games, if you're doing so good with most of these RPG games, people expected more. Look, and you know what? That's the biggest thing about most of these games these days. The Square Enix on the box, like I said, to be fair, Square Enix does more than just Final Fantasy. Well, I mean, yeah, they do more than just Final Fantasy. I think Square Enix was Squaresoft at one point. From what I was reading up, and I mean, yeah, they made a lot of games. They sat there, they made a lot of games. They were like Kingdom Hearts, Dragon Quest, Tactics, Deus Ex Human. I don't know about Data Live. Chrono Trigger apparently was a Square Enix game. I think the Cydia, the Final Fantasy Collection, Final Fantasy 11, Final Fantasy 14, which is still ongoing to this day. Like it's Left 4 Dead Survivors. They made a lot of games, even when I think when they were back at Squaresoft, because I remember Squaresoft more than, yeah, the Saga series, which is more Spyro Final Fantasy, which is the yeah. Yeah, but you see, that's the thing. But when they don't live up to it, you feel it, yeah. And I feel that. Look, here's my thing with why I say I look at Forspoken as a good game. I say if they would have done more to it, it would have been an amazing game. Like, the thing about Final Fantasy 14 that honestly, my ass is about to go back playing a lot of it in the summer. Everything it is, I feel like I'm there. I feel like I'm playing the game. You know? I feel like I'm sitting there playing the game, having an adventure, and having fun with it. The thing about it is that, yeah, they don't. What the heck is this? Oh. Man, that is getting really bad. I wanted to see like way more stuff going on in the franchise, you know. Oh look, now I got all purples. And that's what, and sadly to say, if I could just be really honest when I say it, Final Fantasy, it's not only Final Fantasy, it's just my thing about it is, you want to know one game that basically killed me, like destroyed me when I was trying to like enjoy it?
Nasty's ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Nasty's treasure hoard. But the gate will only open if you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
I'm in the money. Nice. All I know is that it didn't live up to Square Enix, which sucked because dropped $10 off the name. With these as a video, showing it was a good game. I personally, so like, no, I just don't like the style of the game. Yeah, everybody got their own preferences. I will never say people aren't allowed to have their own preferences on video games, because trust me, my opinions is always my opinions. When I say it's a good game, you could say it's not a good game. Oh well, I see people bash on the game. Okay, you see people bashing on the game, but when they're showing you the game, how do you feel about it? And it's like, that's when you say, from what I could tell, I might not like the game, even if I played it. Awesome. But I got everything in this game now. Alright, I got 100% in everything. With the exception of, oh no, this is with the exception of Bad 4 Day. Ah. Now that you explained Bad 4 Day to me, I was like, eh. Yeah, I would honestly bash my head against a wall because of that. So we only need 2 more trophies, so we have to collect all the gems in RC loot, and that's it. Ah man, I bet you must it was like, oh, this game. What the actual hell happened to that? Okay, so there's a problem. I'm gonna continuously fly all the way down. Made it. Moments where we gave up. Not gonna lie. There's 2,000 gems here. Oh lord. I'm gonna be a while here. Yeah, but sometimes games does that to you. It just makes you change up. It's like, oh. I get 2,000 gems here. So that means I gotta run through everything. Gotcha. Nah, you know what? You know what? Actually, game that actually makes, and this is me and something me and my brother we both agree on. And there's a lot of games sometimes we don't agree on, but this one game we agreed on. When I saw Crash Bandicoot 4, it's about time. When I saw Crash Bandicoot 4, it's about time. I said, nope, I hated this game. What did we get? No, I haven't. I've never seen the intro to Guilty Gear X anime. Guilty Gear had an anime? I'm not surprised. Cut him off, cut him off, cut him off, cut him off, cut him off. Gotcha. No, but it had an anime opening. Cool. I'm gonna have to look that up right now. That's awesome. You see? Dragon Ball Z. This is some 90s anime. Ah, Dizzy. Dizzy. It's very memeable. Oh lord. I know. People must have made memes about this. Oh man. Is my childhood a joke to you? Yeah? Oh, really? Damn. I must see more of these memes. I'm gonna be stuck here for a while trying to get the 2,000 gems. Damn it. The Justice Disney. They gave Justice Disney's mom a really funny voice. I forgot what the voice was, but still, I gotta actually see this. I gotta actually see this. I'm kind of curious if kind of curious if they're gonna be done with fighters though. I know Guilty Gear, that game is not gonna be done for a while, because they just say, yeah, this is just one pack and they're gonna bring out another pack. I see. Fights is only us. Yeah, but I kind of am curious if they're gonna just stop with that. Because I actually would love to see them continuously put more characters inside of fighters. But I know the thing about it is that ooh. Yeah, I figured because Budokai 4 is on the horizon. That's a game I actually hope that they're not gonna like mess up. Like, oh my gosh, a lot of people memes that game to no existence because they know what it's gonna be. Yeah, you're right, right. Actually interested to see what's in there. Give me my platinum! Let's go! Let's go! Platinum trophy! Yeah, that is true. 4 games, yeah.
Spyro the Dragon, you've defeated Gnasty Ganor, collected the dragon eggs, saved all the dragons, and recovered every bit of treasure in the Dragon Kingdom. How do you feel?
I feel fired up, Bob. And I'm happy for the dragon world, of course. I certainly wouldn't want to spend the rest of my dragon days butting heads with Nasty Nork and his weird minions.
What's a minion?
Never mind. You know what they say. For every good battle, you need a good adversary. And I felt that Nasty, in spite of his misguided nature, was a worthy opponent. Uh-oh. Here we go again.
Yeah, they actually do have four. They actually have about 3, 4 games that they could do. I mean, yeah, Zero Wars 2 that they're just milking the hell out of. So I don't know. They have, they had Kakarot. They have Fighters. Then they have Dragon Ball Z 4, Budokai Tenkaichi 4. So that's like 4 games. Yeah, they have. But most of these games are done, I think. Kakarot, Fighter Z Deluxe Edition, Superheroes World Mission. That's a game. Xenoverse 2. I got a lot of stuff. They have a Battle Royale game in just a minute, yeah. They also have that mobile game too. The new Dragon Ball Z mobile game that came out. They have a lot of stuff that's going on. Oh yeah, this. It's done. Oh, that's it for the platinum for this game. I got like all the stuff done. So that is platinum number. That is platinum number 8, Spyro the Dragon. All the hardcore achievements. Oh really? Hmm. Yeah, because I think aren't they done with Kakarot though? There's a lot of stuff. That's interesting. But fighting games this year is just honestly coming on the horizon. Remember, I was looking at this funny tweet that's that they have the SpongeBob and Patrick meme, and the SpongeBob and Patrick meme shows it shows all the 3 new fighting games that's coming out, which is Mortal Kombat 1, MK1, Street Fighter 6, and Tekken 8. And in the sideline you see Squidward as Soul Calibur 6, and I was like, damn. I mean, just damn. I guess it was like a meme showing that they really need another Soul Calibur game, but I was like, eh. I actually do want to see the release date for 5 and 6. 2012. I mean, 2018. Yeah, you gotta wait another 6 years. I don't know. Soul Calibur 6 is just looking in there. It's just like, he's just looking at down at SpongeBob and Patrick playing with everything, and it's like, oh yeah. Trust me. I bet it took forever. Honestly speaking, I think I played Soul Calibur 5 story, and I had so many questions. Like, I think it took forever for people just to get Soul Calibur 5 even on a console. Like, to even have the thought of a Soul Calibur game, it's like, yeah, it took forever. It takes forever for a lot of these games to even come out, man. It must have took people forever just to get a Dragon Ball Fighters game, to another Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi game just to come out before another Soul Cal. Yeah. I mean, they should. I heard they bought an update for that game and it was really, really good. Oh no, Street Fighter X Tekken, my bad. Tekken X Street Fighter. They I was telling one of my friends about this, and I told him Tekken Cross Street Fighter would be a really, really hard project to make. And it will take a while for them to even think about making it, because they said it was canceled in the beginning. People was like speculating it's gonna be canceled and stuff, and I was like, I think the only reason why it would be canceled would be the charge characters. That's it. But I think there's always a workaround around having this type of game. Yeah, but that's why I say people were speculating on the internet that it was canceled. It was like, oh, it's canceled, it's canceled. Nobody even looked at the creator himself and said it was canceled. But in my thing, I think he may have laid off on it just because it's really, really hard of a project and they really wanted to get a lot of other stuff done. But yeah, so I don't know why people just jumped on the cancel boat. I mean, it wasn't. I think honestly, I mean, so I'm kind of curious of why he really laid off of it. Negative publicity. I mean, yeah, that's why I seen. That's why I say. That's why I say Akuma being in 7 was actually a breaking point for Tekken, because it's weird to see a Street Fighter character in Tekken. It's really weird. And yes, Akuma was one of the broken 2D fighters in the game. But I seen it as Akuma having a lot to play in this. That's why I looked at it and I said, characters Akuma went into this game to see what they could do with it. You know, you have a shorter character into the game. I mean, I think I heard of EX. I think I heard of Street Fighter EX. I've never seen gameplay of it. But I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, it's not that weird. I mean, yeah, he was really broken when they jumped in. Kuma came into 7 after the test. Oh, okay. Since they had the model done and the assets, the project was put on a back burner. Interesting. That's interesting. But when he came into the game, yeah, that guy broke the video game. Because a lot of people, I guess, didn't know what the heck to do with that character. I was like fighting most Akumas, and I was like, yeah, these Akumas be out here crazy. Oh, look, I kind of see that it could be a thing, and Keanu rights wouldn't be that crazy. Well, I want to say it wouldn't. It's doable, but it's Japan, so it's time consuming. Yeah, I mean, at least it's not like trying to make a Marvel vs. Capcom 4 game. I gave up on that long time ago. I mean, Marvel 2 would be time consuming too. That's uh infinite. It should have been a thing. So like, did you forget about Infinite? No, I didn't forget about Infinite. I think Infinite was. I actually should buy back Infinite to play again. It was all right, but ugh, jeez, like character, the character roster. I don't even know. I don't feel. I'm not mad about the character roster, and I like the fact that they were going back to like original Marvel vs. Capcom style fighting. But oh geez, I was like thinking maybe we could fix it up a bit. They could have done a lot to fix that game up a bit. It was an all A game, but they could have fixed that game up. But I think the thing about a lot of people is that I don't know. Yeah, because of it's because of what MVC3 has, man. Ultimate MVC3 because of what it has. It has so much to give. That is the one thing that I would say that MVC3 needs. I like Ultimate Marvel 3, but when I'm playing it alone, I like it better when I'm playing it alone. Because when I go online, oh Lord, God help. God help me of where do I start? Where do I start for that game? The game is good playing it alone, but when you go online, may God help your soul. Because the netcode is shit. The netcode is shit. The characters, oh my gosh, I swear to everything. I run into more Hulk stores and like heavy characters than anything else. I don't run into a Spider-Man, a Taskmaster. I hardly run into Caps. I run into a bunch of heavies. Oh, Jesus, I walk into characters. I think I honestly shut off like one reason. I think the one time I ever rage quitted in a fighting game was because of Marvel. I think I shut off my PlayStation after I lost a fight between me. It was me and this guy who had Sentinel, Modok, and another character. And oh my goodness, this guy was just spamming the shit out of these characters. I said no, no, no. When I was done, I got off the game and I never looked at it again. I was like, hell no. Like, the character roster was broken. I hardly seen people who think the lag was horrendous. It is Marvel, but I'm like, Jesus. How am I supposed to hit you when you're in the air? But it's like you have so much. I'm gonna have to end stream in the next 10 minutes, but Jesus. It's like the spam. It was horrendous. Yeah, I gotta eat and start going to and go to bed and get ready for work tomorrow. But jeez, the spam was horrendous. It was terrible. No, I did check it. It's actually cool. It's actually good. I don't want to play it on stream because I know I'm gonna get hit up with copyright strikes and claims and all this other shit. But I did see it. It's really an interesting intro that honestly I would love to share it, but I do not want to even get into this whole debate where when I wake up tomorrow I get banned from Twitch just for showing it. Yeah, I heard the dialogue. It was goofy and it was like, hey, it kind of sounds like 1990s dialogue, baby. I was like, yep, this sounds like old school anime dialogue, somewhat. I'm not blaming it. But yeah, like, shit. I think Marvel, between. I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna. I don't think somebody's really gonna clip this and honestly say and honestly just bash me for this, but I think Marvel Infinite had a lot more potential than Ultimate Marvel 3. Like, I seriously am about to go buy back that game so I can start playing it again. But I kind of felt a little more relief playing online with Marvel Infinite than Marvel 3. I kind of felt good about the characters. I felt good. Like, it had a lot more potential. Like, the potential was there. Yeah. The potential was there. But I was like, nope. No more Marvel for me, baby. I said, nope. Marvel 3 was good by itself when I'm playing by myself. It was so it was so stupid at the time though, because it's like, oh my gosh, I think this was the time when Fox got bought out by Disney. Fox got bought out by Disney, or they, or I think it was that time, or something happened. I think something happened because I was so pissed off. I was so pissed off that they did that. It's like, Marvel, you know people want these characters in this game. And yet you sit down here and play these games. Like, everybody wants X-Men characters. Everybody wants wants Fantastic Four characters. Everybody wants the thing. Like, the roster list could have been bigger. Monopoly risk and all that. That's the thing I'm looking at. What risks are you taking? What risk are you taking? You know when they have the Marvel cast, it's gonna sell. No, I misunderstand. Oh, okay, well, explain it. When a bigger company buys another big company. Oh. So so there's a risk for that? The buyout or merger needs to be reviewed to avoid a monopoly. Ah. So they aren't. I see. The time Disney bought Marvel, Disney, by the time Disney 2 Marvel was trying to make up and buy X-Men with the no, Spyro them for cheaper. Bargaining chip. Uh, let me see my guidebook and see what I have to do. Metalhead perfect. Okay, so I gotta finish all this. Don't that. Yeah. It's just like, I don't know, man. I feel like. So, what's the reason behind the whole Marvel meltdown back on the PS3 day? I'm gonna not gonna lie, I was pissed off that I never used that I couldn't get Marvel 2 for the PS3. But what was that situation about? So, okay, not trying to mistake you. So, to trash the brand, so that was a step into that, and then so they just sat there and this. So that means, is that also the reason why they took off Marvel 3? They took off Ultimate Marvel 3, Marvel 2, and Marvel 1 off the PlayStation Store as well? Is that the reason why they took off all three Marvels off the PlayStation Store? Like, I'm talking like back in PS3 days. It might be that bit, but I'm not too sure about it. Yeah, yeah, it could be because of that too. Because if they're trying to kill off all the Marvel cast so they could get a good bargaining. No, yeah, yeah, no, no. Okay, let me rephrase. But it would make sense if you're trying to kill off the X-Men cast, because a lot of these games revolve around the X-Men games. Because a lot of people, the reason why most people play Marvel, and that's why Infinite took a. That's why I was looking at it. I think the reason why it took a deep shit was because of the X Men not being in Infinite. But the thing I'm thinking of is the thing I'm thinking of is but the thing I'm thinking of Lexi is the thing that I'm thinking of, and it's making me interested about this whole conversation, is that the Marvel cast, right? Yeah. But the thing about it is that that's the thing. It's weird. So is the reason why Marvel 4 like ultimately brought back Ultimate Marvel 3, is that the only was the only reason why is because they finally got the they finally got the payout they needed? Yeah. Honestly, I think a game like Marvel Infinite had a they brought out, yeah. So I think when they did that, it must have got what they needed from it. So they were like, yeah, we're just gonna give it back to you guys. I don't know what's the reason why they did it. Oh no, that's getting big. That's why that's why I think it's really really hard. It's really a crazy thing that the only one thing that the Marvel franchise, like the whole Marvel cinematic, they have the cinematic universe, but the only people I think they don't have is the Spider-Man universe. Because I think Sony still owes a good big portion of them. They technically have it, but Sony still has whatever rights they have to Spider-Man. Because I remember that they had a whole, yeah, Sony, Sony's generous. Sony is generous because they had a time when something happened with Spider-Man. I was reading on it too. Something happened with Spider-Man, and Sony was like, "Nah, give me my rights back to Spider-Man." Yeah, Spider-Man was making the profits. Sony was Sony was willing, but you see, that's the thing with Sony. They're willing to, from what I see from Sony, they're willing to play as long as there's, I guess, complications and stuff. As long as they could retain something at the end, you know. But it's actually sad because meanwhile Fox wanted to have their own movie and series because they didn't want to play ball with Marvel because they already own movie rights. Why should they care? I mean, yeah, to be honest, and then Disney bought out Fox, which means which means they bought out a lot of stuff that Fox used to own. The Marvel franchise, the Predator franchise, and the Alien franchise. What was very, yeah, and you know what? And you know what? Let me say something. Let me say something. I actually found out one day about that whole um Deadpool fiasco that they did. I found out first movie we actually got Ryan Reynolds Deadpool. He fused his muscle. Yeah, I found out that when it came down to the reasoning behind it, it was one of the I think facts about Deadpool that Ryan Reynolds didn't keep his mouth shut about that movie. He didn't keep his mouth shut about a Deadpool movie because he said straight up, and this is what I'm explaining it right now, and the reason why he said that is because he said when I guess they showed Ryan the script of the Deadpool movie, he said he looked at the script like this and honestly said he can't do the thing. He looked at it like, what is this? And he threw the script out because he knew what Deadpool was. And Fox and he portrayed his ideal of Deadpool. I guess he must have portrayed his ideal of Deadpool and all that of what Deadpool really is. And they was like, no, We're not making a rated R Marvel movie. No, that is not Deadpool. Cancel the whole thing. And you know what? Ryan Reynolds took his own money. He put his own heart and soul and money into it and made the Deadpool movie. And guess what? It was the biggest box office. I guess it was one of the biggest hits ever. And it's just like Deadpool was bashing on everything. He had no remorse. Ryan Reynolds had no remorse on everything. He actually played Green Lantern and he bashed on his Green Lantern portrayal. I didn't know Ryan Reynolds played Green Lantern, but that Green Lantern movie was just, oh gosh, God help me. Yeah, and I think he got in trouble for that shit. I think that was the time when they was looking for the leaker or something, and it was big that they leaked that he leaked it. But you see, because of that, people finally got their rated R Wolverine movie. And people was like news entertainment systems and stuff, I think they were talking about it. They were like, yeah, if it wasn't for Deadpool coming out, Wolverine rated R movie would have never been a thing. Because they wanted, the problem with, oh, he did. The issue was they were being dumb when it came to how visual effects worked. Yep. Yeah. Green Lantern was, oh my gosh, it was just, it was, I guess, good. But jeez, when I say good like this, I was like, oh hell no. You guys good. You guys are good. What the hell is this boot? What the hell is this bootlegged ass Green Lantern? Who made this? Why is this a thing? Yeah. Jesus, man. It's like one thing I hate, and I don't hate it that much, is the fact that you people think CGI is the lifesaver of everything. It was it's it's terrible, man. This is why I say it's like stupid. Like CGI does not save everything. I don't study film and art like crazy, but I do when I do look at the movies that I like. I always like to see like how it's made. My gosh, but it's just terrible. It's just it's just terrible that they honestly would destroy the whole like, and I guess this is reasons why we never, and I guess there's reasons why we never got a good Fantastic Four movie. Because I think when they did the remake, it flopped. terribly. If you say something about them, no, 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 no. So, so they are basically they they make shitty Fantastic Four movies on purpose. Jesus, no wonder the creator of Hulk actually said. No wonder the creator of Hulk. I've gotta read up on this all this shit, man. No wonder the creator of the Hulk said he is never doing a standalone Hulk movie. Like Marvel is just weird with this cinematic universe these days, man. And honestly, I thought, and this is why I say straight up, this is why I say it. I say it, 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 I say it. A lot of people destroys all this shit just for the reason for their reasonings. Like, I don't get what's the. I mean, I guess I understand. Jeez, I think that was the Fantastic Four that it was unreleased. At least, see, that's the thing though. It's just, it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird to me. It's really weird because it's really weird. You know, stuff. That's why I say it's like how the DC cinematic universe is going. I read the DC Metals franchise, and I told my brother I would love to for this franchise to be a thing. as a movie, but I gave him the big but in this part. But it cannot be cinematic universe. That destroys a lot of stuff, man. That destroys stuff, man. I told my brother I would love a DC Metal series, but it has to be animated. It has to be. I don't want to see. And you see, the thing about it is that they have to go off for the comics. They honestly do have to go off for all the comics. They have to bring out Red Death, Motor Machine, all these things. It's like I've seen the live action Red Death, and I almost threw my chair into a wall. I swear to everything. I seen the Flash. I've seen the Flash do it, and I was looking at Red Death, and I was like, I don't mind if you make her a female. I don't mind if you make the person black. I don't mind that. Why does this Red Death suck? The producers should have stepped out the way when making Red Death. No, no, that right there, what you say is true. They should have stepped. They should have stepped out the way from making this Flash and including and making Red Death, because it sucked. This Red Death sucked. I was like, when I was reading the comics of Red Death, and I think I actually still have the comic for it. This Red Death was merged by the Flash and Batman, because I think at a time came from a negative Earth, and I was like, this could have actually betrayed, because people was like, dang. But the way how everything was portrayed for Red Death, it sucked. I was like, in the Flash Red Death was supposed to be one of the hardest, somewhat of the hardest DC metal cast to beat, because I think the only way they were able to beat him was to make him a good guy. That's it. But I was like, jeez, what did you do to this Red Death? Like, where's the bats that's supposed to come out when he runs to suck the life out of everybody? Like, where is the whole, like, crazy background for the character that's dope? I didn't see it. I was watching, and mind you, I've only watched clips and, like, only the Red Death scenes of it. Of the Flash. But that's not how you do a cinematic universe. That's not how you do a universe. It's not how you do it. Like if I ever had the opportunity to be a producer or a director or like a person to write up the script, and somebody tells me a script is trash, because I actually would sit down there, dude, take the time, patience, and everything out of my whole day, out of my whole week, out of my whole months, years, whatever you call it, and write up this whole character to be identical to the one in the comic book. Because somebody looks at me and say it's trash, I'm gonna look at him and say, then how do you portray this character? Yeah, I know, but this is what I'm gonna end off with. This is what I'm gonna end off with. No, 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 no. That's how they're gonna do it. I won't like their answer, but I will actually do it in my way. If I had the whole money and everything to make it my way, I would do it. Yeah. Somebody must see. You see, that's the thing. Somebody must have looked into the lore of Red Death and was like, and must he did the research and did the thing and just and and did everything. They just did must did the whole lore and everything, and they were like, "This is how Red Death should be portrayed." And they must looked at him and he said, "You're an idiot." And they must said, "This is how Red Death is portrayed." No, and it destroys it. It destroys it. It seriously destroys it. It takes out. It takes. Sorry, it was on PlayStation. Yeah, I've seen it happen. This is why I don't watch live action stuff. I don't watch most of the live action stuff because it's so no, it's terrible. Makes me want to throw up because the way they like honestly do it, I'm just throwing up. Terrible, straight up because it's terrible. It's gosh awful, and that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing about it. They own the license. That it's our license, so we get to make it how fucked up we want. Yeah, because look, I look, my brother and my sister knows me. I'm not Mr. Live Action watching all this stuff. I'm Mr. Read the like I Wikipedia, read comics and enjoy comics and like if I really want to know something about this character, I will actually do research and understand stuff about this character, which is awesome. Look up YouTube histories, look up read comics and all this stuff. I used to listen to Comic Historian explain the whole DC Metal universe. Comic Historian explaining Ghost Rider. Comic Historian explaining all this stuff. The new Ghost Rider who drives the 1970 Charger. Come to figure out, agents of Marvel destroyed that Ghost Rider. Because that Ghost Rider, that 1970, the Charger Ghost Rider, I don't know the name of him, forgive me. Compared to the Johnny Cage Ghost Rider, that Ghost Rider had his serial killer psychopathic. I'm gonna snooze this for a minute because I'm gonna end this anyways. Had his psychopathic uncle in him. So it was crazy. It's the same thing like my brother was talking about the Taskmaster being in Black Widow. And it was like the phone question I asked him was, so what did he do to change him? And the first thing he looked at me and said, him. That's the funny part about it. And it's just, oh Jesus, what did he do worse to this thing? What else did he do to kill this poor character? Not saying that I had a problem with it, but I wanted to know more. They destroyed Taskmaster's whole identity. The whole identity that made Taskmaster, they destroyed it. Didn't matter if it was a female or not. They destroyed the whole fam. They destroyed the whole identity. Why is Taskmaster the way he was? Oh, because in the comic books they portrayed that when he copied somebody's moves, he would forget about a piece of his memory. So the only person that was keeping him alive was his wife. But I think they Vine, let's go 2023. Thank you for the follow. But I think they messed it up even more. And I was crying about that, man. I was just in tears. That they did that. I don't know how that is even possible, but it's like, yeah. Yep. And then Taskmaster's like, yeah, I could copy all your movesets, so let's have fun. Like, oh gosh. That's why it's like people like Ryan Reynolds, I'm actually glad for. because he made his own thing and it greenlit a lot of projects. And he stood up to Fox and all that stuff. Oh wait, why is he not doing any damage? Because it's terrible. They made Spider-Man a huge nerd in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but jeez, man, I will say, like, yeah, I don't even know that. I don't even know why, but no, yeah, he definitely does. I mean, I will say that Spider-Man has a lot of feats in the comics that really makes me think, yeah. And I think I don't know if it's a new writer. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing about it. It's like, yep. But you see, that's the thing that makes me think is because I was actually reading a skit, and this is gonna be my last 9 minutes. This is gonna be my last couple of minutes. They were talking about, because now that Disney owns Fox, they were talking about the Predator himself, the Yautjas themselves, Predators, being in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yep, don't know about that either. But they said, yeah, they want to put the Predator in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I was like, I mean, it could work, but you're gonna have to make the Predator off rip scale, stronger than most of those heroes. Yep, they want to see Spider-Man do all that stuff. Yep, that's how Spider-Man is. We fight till it is. I mean, hey, look. At least Spider-Man has a good method. At least I could sit down here and fight Spider-Man and trust Spider-Man afterwards and become friends with him. It's not like Batman. Batman, I become friends with Batman. The first thing he's gonna do is try to figure out my weakness. He's gonna try and figure out everything wrong with me. He's gonna try and figure out everything wrong with me, and in his computer he's gonna be typing it on everything and just make a whole anti-equation paragraph college thesis. He's gonna make a whole anti-equation college thesis. How to kill me, or how to honestly neutralize me. I'm like, shit. And his reason is gonna be like, because I don't trust you. It's like, damn, man. Shit. I don't doubt it, but it's just like, look, man. Here. I'll pull a Superman here. Just take my weakness. I don't care. If I go rogue and you need to put me down, go ahead. But yo, Batman in the Dark Knight series. Yeah, like Batman contingency plans is so good. When they had the old Bruce and he was taken down for a killer because people thought he killed the Joker and they really wanted it to be done. They really wanted Batman to retire. Superman came in and said straight up, I'm gonna have to put you down. And Batman literally had a whole fight with him to the point where he basically said, I wasn't actually fighting you to fight you, I was stalling you. And he was like, what do you mean? And then he basically hit him up with the kryptonite thing and everything. And it was like Batman was beating him to the point where he faked a heart attack, I think, because at the end they showed Batman training new people. Bruce training new people. He literally told Superman right in there. He said a little more time and a little extra money. A little more time and a little extra money. And he could have basically killed Superman. And he said it straight up to Superman. He said the only reason why I let you live was because I want you to remember the only human that beat your ass. And it was just like, this man could have actually killed Superman if he really wanted to. And he said it. He said it straight up. He told Superman everything straight up to the point where he said, "Yeah, you only know by the reason why Gotham PD and the whole government and stuff want me dead. The only reason why he wanted him dead, wanted him to be gone, is because he does stuff." Yeah, I know. I know. It's like, yo, Batman has crazy feats. Even his DC metal parodies of Batman, when they showed Daybreaker, which is one of my favorite Batmans because it showed something cool about the Green Lantern ring. Batman has so much willpower, he could override the Green Lantern ring to kill. He overrid the Green Lantern ring to kill. And it's like, bro, what? It was crazy. Batman has so much intelligence and everything that he could basically make. He could basically do stuff that's out of this world, mind bending. This is why Batman don't have superpowers. You can't diss Batman because he's basically straight up, yep. Exactly. He's so cracked. He's like, yeah, he's like superhuman feet and everything. It's like, you can't stop him. Oh yeah, guess what? I'm gonna stop you. No, you're not. Have fun. But anyway, guys, as much as I love to be here for the rest of the night and talk amazingly about this Batman and just have the whole... I was glad they did that because Batman Beyond was so good. Terry McGinnis Batman played so good. I was like, yep. Yeah. But other than that, thank you guys for... It was so amazing. Like, shit. The comic books and everything. And they bought Shock with them. Yeah. It was so amazing. But yeah, other than that, guys, thank you for enjoying this long stream with great Street Fighter 6 gameplay before time ran out of the beta. I honestly will say, though, the beta was amazing. I'm definitely going to get the real game. It was beautiful. I have nothing more to say about the beta. I have nothing more to say about the beta. It was amazing. It was good. It was great. The beta was just there. This time, like, I'm glad I got a part of the open beta, so I figured out a lot of stuff. Your character in the demo, not beta, can carry over to the actual game. Okay, that's cool. But I don't think I made a beta. I think I did make a beta character. I don't know. I hope. Yeah, I'm gonna actually mess around with it to get it just right. But the beta was amazing. Capcom, you just did it with this game, Street Fighter 6. I think this is gonna be the game that's gonna be good for fighting games this year. I played a lot of that beta. I seriously was expecting only to play. I played like 2 or 3 hours, but yeah, hopefully they fix that though. Hopefully they fix that. But other than that, the beta was good. I actually got in some good matches, had some nice, good matches with people. Although I know I'm gonna run straight into some of these characters online when the game really comes out, and it's gonna be like, nope, get me out of here. All the Jamies and I guess Chun-Li's. I didn't step into a Chun-Li yet. Jamies and Kimberly's and everyone else. I'm like, yep. That's gonna be Geef is gonna be, oh no, not Geef. Not Zangief. That man is gonna yo. The fact that they put boxers on this man and not leave him in his tidy whities just strikes the fear into God for me. Oh man, that strikes a fear into God to me. It's like they didn't give this man tidy whities. Oh hell no. Yep. But the beta was actually good. I actually had a lot of fun playing the beta for the time. Um for this for today. Um Glad I actually got to finish off the Spyro Platinum. I think tomorrow I'm gonna have to I think tomorrow I'm gonna really have to go see if I can get PlayStation cards, hit the gym for a bit, then come home and somewhat promote. Yeah, seriously. I was like, yo, they made this man a muscle man, but yeah, but I've got to do um max stream elements for them of giving this whole thing. Yeah, so tomorrow I gotta do I think a raid sponsorship. Supposed to do a thing, but I haven't had the time to do all these sponsorships and stuff. Hopefully next week I could do it. Hopefully this week I could do it and just go crazy with it. Um, but yeah, I'm actually waiting for. But I'm waiting for this Wednesday. I think 1 p.m. to see what Stoney brings out. Anyways, I gotta do this one thing tomorrow. That stream tomorrow to do the 2 hours and complete that. Other than that, I think that's it for the stream tonight, guys. Thank you everyone for joining by. Thank you Lexi for the matches in Street Fighter. It was really interesting and good. Um but other than that, I will see you guys in the next stream. Thank you and have a good night everyone. Okay. That's 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 a good way to end off.